Alaska playing their third game in 3 straight days. Ball is up, game is on. This tip-off brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. You got Judd Sulit and Vince. He's on here on PBA Rush. Sunday triple header. Vince, we have no shortage of basketball here on PBA Rush.
Absolutely not. And there's a guy who's really been playing gangbusters.
A lot of promise in, while they are in danger of falling short of a playoff seed. If they lose today, they're automatically eliminated. But
the 8th spot, and there's a lot of situations which I wrote down, but it's like hieroglyphics on an Egyptian cave. It's kind of hard to figure out. Has 4-6, right? Alaska,
yeah.
If they lose today, they'll be 3-6 with 2 games to play. So at 4-7, and if Terrafirma wins today, they're also 4-7. So get out your calculators and try to figure out the quotient after.
Slower game in their games here in the Philippine Cup.
Yeah, less teams are doing fast break basketball. I think, really, if you ask that, a lot of teams are slowing the ball down.
The thing about Castro is that with Jason, even if he's just at normal speed, it looks like a fast break.
So, you have to wonder, does the fatigue also mess with your brain a little bit and your focus as we look at Aldrich going up strong?
Gabaini asking for it. McCarthy. Oh, strokes that 3.
That was pretty.
That is a little bit more hyped up, perhaps, on his side. And look at him. Boots of speed.
Everybody's thinking Whammy, thinking Reden. Don't forget Rashawn, because he can finish with the best of them right there. Takes the harm. Not quite there, but he has the tools to really be a factor for his team.
Well, speaking of being a factor to his team, JV Casio has been
control. They're always under composure. They take good shots, and usually when you take good shots, good things will happen. Said this from the start.
Is also leading the league in
really,
3-point shooting.
Correct, he's really good. Ooh,
McCarthy, fearless, comes on the tip, but it's on the third try that they get it. Before having an opportunity to come over and play in the PBA, he actually considered hanging his sneakers for good and stepping away from basketball, but
and Adams there to make it happen for them, and not to be outdone, Aldrich Ramos leaking past the defense. First one down court. Thoughts?
We see here Alaska. It's the defense actually of Terrafirma that has made it quite difficult, but Ahanmisi hits from downtown. Just laying down the facts and what's at stake in this ball game. Terrafirma, it's win or go home for them. Adams showing a bit of that defense. Exactly kind of a worth that top pick, but here in his second conference, now we're seeing why Terrafirma picked them up.
Those types of things really take out the wind and the legs of Alaska.
How about Casio? He talked about just finding the open spots. That's what they're missing from outside. Here's Casio again. Ahanmisi left open. And Alaska has gone.
Out to about 18 feet, took the shot. And this one, Maverick Ahanmisi just popping wide open on the left flank, and he drains it. They're down by 1. Very little rest. That's a huge factor.
Didn't look like the best of spacing. Oh, but Terrafirma makes something out of it.
Nice. I think he just really ran into, TNT's active defense, and they scouted him. Obviously, after playing so well against Ginebra, they really wanted to make
players to buy into that, to really understand that that's what you're trying to do as a team. Because, everyone will always say that it's the win
to really make up for lost time, and this cramped schedule is not something I'm sure they would want ideally, but it is what it is. That's the challenge.
Jair gets Terrafirma, and Herndon will miss again, but Trotter the offensive board. Trotter will mop up the mess.
Abu Trotter.
Spot. RK will drive closer, kick out to Casio. Nice pass there, and even better result area. How about this? I think this was also a similar play to what Yongson was trying to go for.
Yes,
but
they're playing against Whammy now that he had those 2 amazing games in a row where he's the giant killer. Everybody's really focusing on him as their number one video.
You know, it takes a couple of good games maybe to be considered a star, arguably. But to be considered a star.
And again, let's see if we get a foot race here. Rashawn, look behind him.
And so did Robbie.
And Robbie said, hey, he's going to pass it.
Was checking on something, so to get back down. Here he is, setting the pick for Kyung-Son. Wami, that jumper good.
What a great fake there by Rashawn McCarthy.
And this one too, jumper, smooth like butter. Wami Kyung-Son,
Again, they're going to make their moves. They're going to try to do ploys to stop him, sometimes even double teaming him, which is what some teams have done. It's really up to him to figure out, how to just work it instead of outside in, do inside out. Get the ball deep, get it into your bigs. Gabaini and Aldrich sometimes you can attribute a lot of that to good spacing.
Yeah.
They're really not too close. And there's a heat check there. Wow. Well, I think that's Robbie. These are questions you really have to ask.
Something we're seeing is that was that kind of bailed out. A 6-point lead for Alaska. Chutsulit and Vince's on here on the call for this game. Very important one. Kyung-Son understands the possession just a few sequences ago. Let's take a look at this first. Kyung-Son catching, stepping back, draining the 3.
Whammy really doing a good job, all around. He's got a board. He's got a couple assists,
wow.
3 assists. Nice block there by Aldrich. A little bit short. You're going to see a few of those. That much I'm looking, as a big possibility. Those tired legs.
You know what? But they're back on top by 2. 40 seconds left in the first half. Ahanmisi gets some space and finishes through the foul.
But somebody's got to help, and it can't just be, the tendency is they will not get the opportunity to call those things. Another easy layup.
But Ilyer tried to give up a foul. They had one more to give, but no whistle, and Ahanmisi just attacked. We see that fatigue factor really come to play.
Gonna just have to focus and play better basketball, and that was a very nice pass.
What Coach Vince is saying is that if Terrafirma loses, they are going to be eliminated from playoff contention. If they win, though...
And you'd rather have that than a dark hole that you can't get out of.
That's right.
Nice pass there. Whammy. Again, see Whammy sort of playing the role.
Is supposed to set his teammates up. Good ball movement for Alaska, and it results a jumper from Deng.
Everybody says if they're...
And there's a guy who we're seeing for the first time in this game, James Lapwood.
Ooh, Whammy. Yep, into double figures.
The 6'10" big man, a rookie as well from De La Salle. MGR!
MGR showing off his athleticism.
2 is Crater, 21 is Teng.
There you go.
I'm really surprised though that
again, Rashawn.
There was no, anything like an advantage foul there. Whistled on Alaska. Nonetheless, De Gregorio answers back with his own 3.
Well, he answered. De Gregorio, I should say, didn't make a 3-pointer in the first half.
How about the passing, Vince, of Terrafirma here in this third quarter?
Let's talk about that. Your legs. Oh, you can't leave that guy open.
They were lucky that the 3 didn't fall down, and luckier that Rodney couldn't tap that ball in. Zelda in a rhythm.
Reden Zelda. Again, they have very, very good guards. Quality.
Great pass from Rosser. It is McCarthy with another 3. The Terrafirma G.
Terrafirma really on a big run right now. An 8-0 run.
There was a correction on, I think as well for Terrafirma, despite a 3-7 record, they're trying to make it 4-7 today. Being able to beat...
That could have been an offensive.
Yeah, Gabaini put a wall in there. But Casio,
quality.
They turn to the vet. And the
quality basketball from JV. Not playing outside of himself. He's playing within his normal game and he's got double digits already, 12 points.
Wow. We don't see a lot of that from MG.
Opinion needs to look for his offense a little bit more. He's so much better than just being a guy who goes in there and looks to pass most of the time. I think he should really.
Now playing for the Alaska Aces. Herndon. Wow, Robbie Herndon. That was a gutsy three. Where will the offense come from now for Terrafirma? McCarthy trying to provide. Steps back with Casio, bottom of the net.
For him as well, looking to push the ball up. That's what you got to do.
And
Wow.
then a three-pointer for Bonbon Batillier. Vince,
Run once again for the Jeep.
unselfishness there
think
between
there's-
Batillier and Adams, but it's eventually Ramos who mops up the mess.
Expected, obviously, 3 games in 3 days. Not as fast getting down court.
Adamos would like to help. That's the thing about Ben Adamos. That's what he brings, a guy thing. I remember him being referred to as 6'5" before.
Oh.
How about Batillier in his production here in the third?
He's
Ilagan leaves it up for Banal. Now he will make a three.
I think he heard you, my friend.
He won.
Roosevelt wide open.
They
That's
leave
too
him
much
open.
time.
Yep.
Too much time. Roosevelt.
For the Aces.
Oh.
And a good strip for Batillier. He chases it down. Batillier absorbing the bump. No, but Adams on the putback.
Wow. Simple one-screen shot. They got to get some passes, get some inside out, or just take that shot, just like what Roosevelt did.
Well, Herndon trying to float it up over Adams. Brundial.
Oh,
Blocked
denied.
by Ramos.
Those two big guys there.
Son has Casio, and that's going to be a
Mismatch.
mismatch. Batillier from the corner. And Bonbon Batillier has provided. He's going to be needed again because I'm sure Coach Johnny Del Cardel, if he can be able to afford him to rest him, especially when
Trying to get that first down, he really lowered his shoulder.
And that's exactly what Joseph Gabayni is saying. As you take a look at this, that's what we were saying. I mean,
haters going at it.
here's McCarthy. Well, he had a moment comes on, but McCarthy says, "I got this."
He's playing so well.
That's the reason for the Terrafirma lead right now. Son answers back.
Rebound. Rangel gets it.
Yeah, all these offensive boards giving Alaska some life as they turn those into second chance points.
Again. I mean, I've seen stranger things happen.
Well, look at Tratter just attack the defense of Ramos.
Look at that. And play him well.
Hadmisi now with Tratter. Back to man. Against Gabayni. And Alaska on a roll here by 13 points, but it's still been that we, not me kind of basketball that has brought some life into the Aces. Through a little bit of what we were saying, that there needs to be a four-way tie for Terrafirma to have a shot at making it into the playoffs. And that will be the cherry.
Very difficult, but again, you got to give credit to those teams that are ready to play day in, day out. And today's day was Terrafirma's day. Really